I was a middle school monster slayer by Mackenzie Johnson and Andrew Richmond.
Hello, audience. Or do you mind if I call you audience? I guess you don't care. You're not even real. Anyways, since you're captive in my head, I'm going to tell you a little story. My name is Leslie. I'm in grade 8, and middle school sucks. It's so boring. Other girls will break a nail and act like it's the end of the world. That's why I've decided to,
Leslie,
uh, what?
please pay attention, Leslie. Anyways, to continue. Mm-mm. Oh, so weird.
Anyways, where was I? Yeah, middle school. Boring. Nightmarishly so. Stupid hormones driving us all batty with the slightest inattity. Luckily, I have my ways to make things a little more interesting. Watch this.
In 1815, Napoleon's forces were finally defeated by the forces of the Seventh Coalition. This coalition was formed by several nations, including the Germans, the United Kingdom, and most of the other members of the human race. Napoleon's ethereal forces were vanquished by the coalition using a complicated grid of trenches, which later inspired the inventions of Belgian waffles.
See? Isn't that better? Sadly, when I share this more interesting take on life with people, they just call me Dream Girl. I think they relish the irony of using that term as an insult.
Get the homework.
Dream girl! Hey, dream girl, don't walk away from me.
Audience, let me make this opportunity to introduce you to the antagonist of my story/life. 3 fiendish ghouls, all trained by their smitten hunks of man meat.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Yes, I'm here. What do you want, she-devil?
Relax, Dream Girl. We're not here to cause any trouble. Isn't that right, Brock?
What you've got there, dream girl?
None of your business.
Door, pretty please let us see. We can't all float up in dreamland like you. Some of us have lives and boyfriends.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Oh, stop! Hey!
Oops. Hope that wasn't too important, dream girl. Probably not. After all, you're nothing special.
Well, audience, such is the life of being a wandering monster hunter in a world of monsters. It's okay, though. I'm used to it. If anything, I like living alone. Then nobody can let me down. I like it. I do.
Leslie?
Oh, Winston.
Here, let me help you with those books. They got to you, huh?
I guess so. The fight is hard. I sometimes feel like it's not even worth it.
That doesn't sound like something a wandering monster slayer would say.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Leslie. You've been out of it just enough times when you've been called in on class for some of us to pick up where your mind's been going.
Am I that obvious?
Well, that and you've written the phrase wandering monster slayer a number of times on the page your notebook fell open to.
Oh. Well then, look, Winston, thanks for helping me pick this all up. I should get going.
Hey, do you want to work with me on the next social studies project?
Okay. I can tell you're trying to be friends with me here, and believe me, that's a nice gesture, but if there was one constant for monster slayers, it's that friends tend not to stick around one way or another. Those mouth-breathing ghouls tend to go after anyone who tries.
I don't mind ghouls.
Yeah, you say that now, but have you ever seen these girls at their worst? They're like some multi-headed monster who'll lure you into their web and then devour you from all sides.
I see. So tell me, oh monster slayer, have you ever actually managed to slay any monsters?
That's the thing about monsters. As long as they're nightmares, they never go away completely.
Well, I can't say I'm acquainted with monster slaying, but maybe it's time to confront the nightmare.
Easier said than done, but thanks. It was a massacre all around me. The onslaught raged, shot after shot, reducing all around me to carnage. As the fog settled, I heard the screams of compatriots being taken down one by one. Through the fog, I could see the silhouette, a giant spider with 3 long dragon-like heads. They were toying with me. I just knew it.
Ooh, they are too good at this. How can they move around so quickly and attack so heavily?
I like to think that they use their behemoths as training.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those 3 are wrapped around their fingers. They probably use them to. Oh!
Winston!
Well, well, well.
Looks like you're all alone, dream girl!
As you always will be.
The fog cleared, and in front of me stood a monster with the body of a giant spider. Stretching from the body were 3 serpentine necks, with the head of a dragon upon each. Feeling exposed against their combined threat, I dashed for cover, but as soon as I dove, I felt their presence looming over me.
Hiding won't save you!
Come on out, dream girl. We know you're there.
You can't hide forever.
I felt a blast from the beast come within inches of my head. I knew that I only survived through pure dumb luck. However, and it was clear to me that next time I would not have fortune's favor.
It's only a matter of time!
I raised my head, determined to beat down their taunts. I am and was a monster slayer, and I would not back down. Then a dodgeball hit me in the face.
Great game, everyone. I'm sure we all had a lot of fun.
The next morning, I prepared some tea to calm my nerves and strengthen my resolve. The time had come. I could feel it within me, as if I knew all I needed was a dodgeball to the head. By the time I got to school, the plan was as clear as can be. Today, I would slay the monsters.
Hey! What are you doing? We're gonna be late.
It's sleigh day.
Where are they?
Oh, good. It's the 3 Stooges. You go on ahead. I'll deal with these. Hey, over here.
Huh?
Here, come and get me. Hey,
Hey!
Ah.
Oh my gosh, don't we just look amazing? If I was anybody else, I'd hate to be me, knowing that I wasn't us.
Agreed.
What?
Slowly and a little astonishingly, I crept ever closer to them until it was impossible for them to miss me.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Looks like a little dream girl asking for a nightmare.
Well, those aren't hard to provide, now are they?
Not as hard as they used to be. Isn't that right, Vanessa.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know where the power really lies in here. Who the most cunning is, the most clever. You have your eye on everything and everyone, just in case they provide fodder for your torment. Plus, your name is the only one that is in any way spelled normally.
Everyone knows that Keightlenn is the right and original way to spell Caitlin. Right, girls? Girls?
Mama always told me that your way of spelling it was primitive.
Says the one whose name is arguably even more ridiculous.
It's a family name. Brytteane is how we've always spelled it.
As they continued to bicker, I saw my opportunity. I closed my eyes, listening to them tear each other apart. And then, in an instant, their lair all began to crumble. Shrill screams filled the air. I opened my eyes and walked quickly out of the bathroom. I'd done it. Somehow, I knew. I knew they were unlikely to ever bother me again. As I made my way down the halls, I felt accomplished. I felt awake in a way I had never felt before. I felt like this nightmare had ended. I never saw Winston again. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what happened. But maybe that was inevitable. I told him as much. Monster slayers always lose people.